morning students. This is session 18 for grade 8 mathematics. Previous session we have dealt with exercise 2.2, 10, 11 and 12 sum. Hope you are clear with it. Now let us move on to the 13th sum. Please read the question carefully. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? So, what is the meaning of rational number? Rational number will be in the form p by q, comma q is not equal to 0. This is a very much important condition. So, rational number means obviously it will be in p by q form, means fraction form, comma always q will not be 0. This is the important condition for rational number. Are you clear about rational number? Now, see the first statement, a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2. You don't know what is the rational number, right? So let us consider the rational number as x. Let the rational number be x. Okay? Now the rational number we have considered as x. Now what is given in the question? A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2. So you are going to multiply the rational number x by 5 by 2. And the product means if you multiply these two numbers, you will get the product. That product is added to 2 by 3. And it gives, this gives minus 7 by 12. This is the question. Okay, are you clear with it? We don't know what is the rational number, so we have considered that rational number as x. And now the second statement is x is multiplied with 5 by 2 and the product is added to 2 by 3 and this result will be minus 7 by 12. Okay, now what is x into 5 by 2? How you will consider x? X and x by 1 are same. And what is the multiplication in fraction? Multiply the numerator and write the answer. Multiply the denominator and write the answer, right? So what is the multiplication of numerator? Product of numerator 5 into x is 5x and 2 into 1 is 2. So x into 5 by 2 can be written as 5x by 2 plus 2 by 3 as it is, which is equal to minus 7 by 12. Okay. Now this plus 2 by 3, when it goes to right hand side, it becomes minus 2 by 3. 5x by 2 is equal to minus 7 by 12 as it is. This plus 2 by 3 goes this side and becomes minus 2 by 3. Now what is the LCM of 12 and 3? How you will find the LCM? 12 comma 3. LCM how you will take? So third table 4 times 12 and 1 time 3. Again second table 2 2s are 4. 1 again 2 1 comma 1. So 3 into 2 into 2 is obviously 12. So what is the LCM here? 5x by 2 is equal to the LCM is 12. Okay. So when the LCM is 12 here, what number I have to multiply to get 12? 1. So when I multiply 1 to the denominator, to the numerator also I should multiply with 1. So minus 7 into 1 is minus 7. Again here 3, my LCM is 12. What number multiplied to 3 will get 12? Into 4. When I multiply into 4 to the denominator, to the numerator also I have to multiply into 4. Here it is minus 2. Minus 2 into 4 will be minus 8. So minus 8. Can you understand? Can you understand how it is? Now, what is minus 7? Minus 8. You have to add, right? What is minus 7 minus 8? You are going to add because I am having two negative sign. Already I told you, two negative sign if you have to add and write the negative symbol. If it is one negative and one positive, subtract and write the bigger number sign. Here it is two negatives, so I am going to add and write the negative sign. So first write the negative sign. Addition of 7 and 18 is 15 divided by 12. Minus 7 and minus 8 is minus 15 divided by 12 as it is. Now this 2 is there, no? You have to take the 2 to right hand side. What will be happening now? Here it is division. When it goes to right hand side, it becomes multiplication. Yes, when it is division here, when it goes to right hand side, it becomes multiplication. Now cancel it. 1 2 is 2, 6 2s are 12. Again change anything, minus 15, and here it is 6. Now here you listen, it is 5x, it is in multiplication. When it goes to right hand side, it becomes division. Minus 15, there is no change. Here also 6, there is no change. When this multiplication comes this side, it is division. So I write division. In division I have written 5. So I am writing into 5. I am not writing into 5 here. There is a difference. If it is into 5 here, I can cancel these two numbers. It is considered as numerator. It is considered like this, 5 by 1. Now, when I am writing 5 here, you cannot cancel these two numbers. You can cancel these two, but you cannot cancel these two. This is considered as the denominator. When 5 comes here, it is considered as numerator, and 5 comes here, it is considered as denominator. Now, it is in multiplication. When it comes this side, it should be division. So, it is lying in the denominator. So, what is minus 15 as it is? 6 into 5, what is the answer? It is 30. So 15 one time, 30 two times. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So what is the starting statement? Let the rational number be x. X is a rational number. What is the form of rational number? P by Q. So we have got P by Q format. Can you understand? If you get any whole number here, then your sum is obviously wrong. If you get rational number only, it is correct. Can you understand? Because we have considered let the rational number be x. Are you clear with the sum? Again I will tell you, we don't know what is the rational number. So we have considered the rational number as x. X multiplied to 5 by 2 and the product is added to 2 by 3 and the answer will be minus 7 by 12. If you solve everything, you are getting x is equal to minus 1 by 2. That is my rational number. Can you understand? Are you clear? Let us move on to the next sum. See the 14th question. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations 100, 50 and 10 respectively. The ratio of the numbers of these notes are in the ratio 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is 4 lakhs. Now for example, if you are going to the bank and if you are depositing rupees 1000, okay, rupees 1000 you are depositing, but you are having your denominations of 100 and 50 rupees note. For example, you are having 100 rupees note and 50 rupees note, 900 rupees note and 250 rupees note. What is the meaning of 900 rupees note? 9 into 100 and 2 into 50. Therefore, it will be 1000. Yes, this is the meaning of denomination. In this question, what we are going to do is, we are having the denominations of rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10. And the ratio given for rupees 100 is 2x and the ratio given for rupees 50 is 3x and for 10 is 5x. Why you are writing x to it? Ratio is given in the question 2:3:5. So we are considering the denominations as x. 2x, 3x and 5x. Now if you add everything only, you are getting the total amount 4 lakhs. So 2x, 2 how many times, what is the denomination of 2x here? 100. So 2x into 100 plus 3x into 50 plus 5x into 10 is equal to 4 lakhs. Can you understand? Now what is the question is actually, we are having 3 denominations 100, 50 and 10. The ratio given in the question is 2:3:5. 2:3:5 means the first number given in the question is 100. So the ratio 2 goes to 100. The ratio 3 goes to 50. The ratio 5 goes to 10. Why I am considering x here? Because I need to know 4 lakh, the total amount 4 lakh, how it is denominated, how much is denominated for 100, how much is denominated for 50 and how much is denominated for 10. In such a way I have to find out. So it is considered as 2x, 3x and 5x. Now the total amount, if you add all the amount only, you will get 4 lakh rupees. Am I right? So the total amount is 2x into 100 plus 3x into 50 plus 5x into 10. So what is 2x into 100? It is 200x. Only when you add and subtract, you have to see the variable. When it is same, you have to add or subtract. For For multiplication, you need not see whether the variable is there or not. You can multiply. 2x into 100 is 200x. Okay. Now 3x into 150 is 3 into 50 is 150x. 5 into 10 is 50x, which is equal to 4 lakhs. Now see, listen, here it is addition now. You have to consider the variable. What is the variable in this term? It is x. What is the variable in this term? It is x. Here it is x. So when my variables are same, I can add the coefficients. What are the coefficients here? 200 plus 150 plus 50. So my coefficient will be 400x, which is equal to 4 lakh. 400 is in multiplication here. When it goes to the right hand side, it becomes division. When you strike out, you will be getting 1000. Strike out the zeros. 2 zeros will be striked off. 4 and 4 gets striked off. So it is 1000. So x value is 1000. Now this is not the final one. Always I will tell you, when you find the x value, go to the starting statement. See what we have considered in the statement. Here it is 2x, here it is 3x, and here it is 5x. So when you go and substitute this x here only, the sum is satisfied, fulfilled. Now let us do it. Now we have found that our x value is 1000. Our x value is 1000. But this is not our final answer. What is our final answer? We have taken 2x as a denomination for 100 and 3x as a denomination for 50 and 5x as a denomination for 10. So we have to substitute x in these values so that only I will get the how much denomination is there for the amount 4 lakhs. So what is my denomination then? 2x, which means 2 into 1000. Our x value is 1000. So 2000. How much rupee? 2000. 100 rupees note is there with me. Again 3x, 3 into 1000, which means I have 3050 rupees note. Next 5 into 10. Sorry, 5 into 1000, which means I have 5010 rupees note. Now let us check whether it is correct or not. I have 2100 rupees note, which means 2000 into 100. What is 2000 into 100? How much zeros in total? We have 5 zeros. 2 lakhs. Now 3000 into 50, which means 3 into 5 is 15, and how many zeros I have? 4. So 1,50,000. Now again 5000 into 10, which means 5 into 1 is 5 and 4 zeros I have, which means 50,000. Therefore, what is my addition? 2 lakh plus 1,50,000 plus 50,000 is 4 lakh. So our sum is correct. This is a checking part. Can you understand? So what is our 14th question about? There is 3 denominations, rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 in the ratio 2:3:5. So we have considered as 2x, 3x and 5x. We have multiplied 2x into 100, 200x, 3x into 50, 150x, 10 into 5, 50x. So we have added everything, and which is equal to 4 lakh. Solving, we got x is equal to 1000. That x, if we are substituting in the actual ratios, we get 2000 denomination of 100 rupees notes, 3000 denominations of 50 rupees notes, and 5000 10 rupees note. In total, we are getting 4 lakh rupees. This is our 14th sum. Hope you understood 13th and 14th sum. The rest left out in exercise 2.2 is 15 and 16. Let us see in the next session. Thank you.